They are part of the members that have proposed amendments to Clause 8. Clause 8 is the one that talks on the formation of coalition political party, as well as submission of coalition agreement at least 6 months before the general election. So this morning, members, of course, will be going into division to see whether they will be sticking to the 6 months of the period in which submission of agreements for political party coalitions will be made, or they will be taking the side of the 3 months as has been proposed by a number of members. George Kariuki, this is for Ndia MP, will also be submitting amendments on the period of submission of party list. This one seeks to amend from 60 days to about 120 days. But this is again subject to discussion on the floor of the House this morning. We also have Ndindi Nyoro. This is MP for Kiharu. He will be seeking amendments on Clause 11, Clause 12, Clause 13 and 14. Clause 14A says that a person who, while being a member of a political party, shall be deemed to have resigned from the party if that person forms another political party, joins in the formation of another political party, joins another political party, in any way or manner publicly advocates for the formation of another political party, or promotes the ideology, interests, or policies of another political party. Clause 14, Part 2 says a political party shall, before deeming a member to have resigned under subsection 1, that is 14A, will notify the member that he or she has been deemed to have resigned from the political party and that the political party intends to remove his or her name from the list of its members. Part B of that particular clause says afford the member a fair opportunity to be heard in accordance with the procedure set out in the constitution of the political party. Part 3 of that particular clause, that is Clause 14, a political party which deems a member to have resigned from the political party shall notify the registrar in writing of the member's resignation and request for the registrar to remove the person's name from the register of members of the political party. And upon the notification under subsection 3, then the registrar may, where the registrar is satisfied that the political party has complied with the procedure, remove the member's name from the register of members of the political party within 7 days of the notification and the notification of member in writing that he or she has ceased to be a member of that political party. Ndindi Nyoro will also be moving amendments on Clause 12 of the bill. There is also Clause 13 of that particular bill and Clause 14, where the Kiharu MP will be moving amendments on those particular clauses. Cicely Mbarira, this is nominated Member of Parliament, will also be moving amendments on Clause 19, Clause 20, and Clause 2021. 5 minutes into 10 a.m., members are still trickling into the chambers. It is a debate that has been going on for the last, we should say, 2-3 weeks since the bill was read for the first time on the floor of the House. And this is a crucial bill that has seen members flock into the chambers. It is a game of numbers that actually seeks to enable members vote on what amendments should be made on the bill. It is a bill that has seen two sides, those for it and those against it. So this is the third round of this particular special sitting that members have been recalled from recess. The National Assembly was to resume its House business on the 25th of January, but they have been on off for these particular special sittings just to consider a number of bills, among them the political parties bill, which is a crucial bill. But members, those who are not satisfied with this particular bill, have been proposing amendments, and the bill, as we speak, is on the committee stage where members are debating on the amendments, whether to adopt or reject the amendments in totality and leave what is in that particular bill. Clause 21 of the bill, which nominated Member of Parliament Cecily Mbarire, seeks to amend says that this is a proposal by the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, and the amendments are for purposes of clarity, certainty, and to correct a typographical error. Clause 21 of the bill, or rather the amendments, say that Clause 21 of the bill be amended in the proposed new Section 34B by deleting the words "there is established" appearing in Clause 1 and substituting, therefore, the words "the registrar shall establish" by inserting the words "data" and immediately after the word "parties" appearing in subclauses 2. Members are still trickling into the chambers. The sitting was meant to start at 10. This is 7 minutes past 10. The previous two sittings have seen the House divided. The previous sittings have also seen members get into altercations on a number of disagreements. But the numbers in the National Assembly for the past 2 weeks, or we could say the last 2 special sittings, have seen good numbers on the floor of the House. The chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs will be moving amendments to the Political Parties Amendment Bill 2021. This is at the committee stage on Clause 8, which seems to be the most controversial clause that has seen so many amendments being fronted. So it's a debate that is going to be heated this morning, as members hope that their numbers will enable them to retain either the amendments they are bringing on board or what is in the bill as is. Clause 15 also, the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs will be moving amendments. Clause 18 will also be part of the clauses that will be seeing some amendments from the JLAC chairperson. This one seeks to amend by deleting the words 120 and substituting, therefore, the word 90. Initially, it was 60 days. A look at this Clause 18. This is a proposal by the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, the amendment process to align the date of submission by a party of its register of members and statements of assets and liabilities to the registrar with other electoral timelines, including the proposal by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, where the IEBC has proposed to reduce the period of submission of party membership lists from 120 days, which is what is in the Elections Act 2011, to 90 days. This saves parties and duty bearers from repetition of activities and processes. So Clause 18 will this morning be seeing some amendments being fronted to it. And of course, it will require members to go into division to see whether they will be adopting these amendments or they will be rejecting these amendments in totality. Clause 19 of the bill, which is part of what the JLAC has proposed some amendments to it, seeking that the accounts of every political party that is allocated funds from the fund shall be audited annually by the Auditor General and shall be submitted to the Registrar and tabled in the National Assembly. So at the entrance of the National Assembly chambers, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Justin Muturi, has stepped into the chambers. He will be overseeing this special sitting for this morning of the National Assembly. I will now hand you over to the live broadcast, brought to you by Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in conjunction with KEBC. My name is Kamche Menza. Good morning.
Members, let us pray. Almighty God, who in wisdom and goodness have appointed the office of leaders and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you've been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you've committed to our church. Amen.
Communication speaker. Patie basi.
Very well. Very well. Proceed.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honor members, I take this opportunity to welcome you to the first special sittings of the House in the year 2022. The special sittings have been convened pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 29 relating to the procedure for convening of special sittings of the House during recess. Let me also take this opportunity to wish every one of you, your families, and the constituents good health, peace, and the prosperity in this year 2022. Honored members, I wish to report to the House that on the 29th of December 2021, I received a request from the leader of the majority party requesting that special sittings of the National Assembly be convened on the 5th 6th and 7th of January 2022 to consider certain urgent business. Other than the preliminary items of business of the House, the urgent business specified in the request by the leader of the majority party included consideration in committee of the whole House and third reading of the Political Parties Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 56 of 2021, starting from clause 8, and second reading, committee of the whole House, and third reading of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 32 of 2021. Honourable members, having taken cognizance of the urgency of the business so specified, I acceded to the request to convene special sittings of the House today, Wednesday 5th, tomorrow, Thursday 6th, and Friday 7th January 2022, commencing at 10 a.m. in the case of the morning sittings and 2:30 p.m. for the afternoon sittings. Consequently, and in keeping with the requirements of Standing Order 29, I did gazette the said special sittings of the House via the Gazette Notice number 14275, dated 31st December 2021. In this regard, special sittings of the House today, Wednesday 5th, tomorrow, Thursday 6th, and Friday 7th of January 2022 are properly convened. Now, members, let me resume my seat to allow the members at the door to make their way in. Please do it quickly. Make your way in quickly so that we can looks like some members are more keen on logging in than Honourable members, just make you can go and log in later. I'm aware that some of you log in and disappear. So just make your way in if you intend to show yourself in as having been in the House. I'll ignore the member who appears to be very busy on his phone from the villagers. I think there are too many who are. Those of you who are making your way in, you run if you don't come in, you run the risk of having to stand there until I finish this communication. Now, honourable members, let me proceed. Honourable members, the business to be transacted by the House during the special sittings is as specified in the Gazette notice I've referred to, and indeed, as also notified to our members and the public by way of the newspaper notifications published by the Clerk of the National Assembly on the 31st of December 2021 and on 3rd January 2022. Further, as notified in the said Gazette, if need arises, the sittings during the same days, being special ones, may automatically extend until conclusion of the business specified in the Gazette without a member having to move a motion under Standing Order number 30, paragraph A. Honourable members, you will also recall that following the COVID-19 pandemic, the chamber speaking and electronic voting system was reconfigured to accommodate 120 members in line with the advisory from the Ministry of Health. The advisory, notwithstanding, have revised the Speaker's Guidelines number 2 of 2021 to allow all members desiring to take part in any vote or any division called to do so by way of electronic voting as contemplated under Standing Order number 70. In this regard, the chamber speaking and electronic voting system have been reconfigured to accommodate 325 members and are ready for use. Honourable members, may I remind the House that pursuant to the Provincial Standing Order number 70, should there be any deviations called during the specified sittings, members will only use the electronic voting system. Therefore, as notified on 3rd of January 2022, I hope members who may have misplaced their voting cards have obtained replacements. Those who haven't are hereby asked to do so, since the replacements exercise will continue throughout the special sittings. For clarity, honourable members, there will be no need for members to come and crowd around the Speaker's chair. If you don't have a card or you have those funny fingers that don't grab to go and talk to the clerks, I know there are some of you who have fingers which don't, which have problems with electronic systems. But you do what you do, you'll have to comply with it as you do in airports, in other jurisdictions when you travel. Don't come to say that your fingers have some peculiar problems from the village. Even if it is a family problem, please don't bring it here. Further, honourable members, I've also allowed the clerk to publish supplementary order papers for the morning and afternoon sittings of today, Wednesday, January 5th, 2022, to accommodate the leader of the majority party and 3 other honourable members who submitted additional proposed amendments just a few minutes past the 24-hour deadline as stipulated under Standing Order 133, subsection 2. Honourable members, as indicated by the Deputy Speaker during the last special sittings of the House, it is unusual for the Speaker not to preside over the commencement part of any sitting of the House, save for the ordinary morning sittings. Indeed, as notified by the Deputy Speaker, my absence from the House was as a result of a minor accident which happened during my usual duties in the office. Thank you. I ended up with a right hand upper arm fracture and injury to tendons. I sought medical attention and was advised to recuperate away from the office after undergoing a surgery. I've since been recuperating well, and I'm getting better each day. Unfortunately, the pain has been persistent, and I am still wearing part of the shoulder support mechanism. I will preside during the first part of the special sitting, as is our usual practice, and thereafter retreat to my chambers. I will obviously be unable to extend my right hand for greetings in view of that surgery. It's just to request you, honourable members, to just be satisfied with me waving at you, or with the left hand. Having stated that, I humbly request honourable members to refrain from consulting me while at the chair, since I will be available in my chambers for any urgent consultations. Honourable members, I sincerely thank the Deputy Speaker and the members of the Chairperson's panel for ably taking up part of my duties during the absence and constant consultations we've had. I also thank each and every one of you, and indeed all Kenyans, for your prayers and goodwill messages, which I kept receiving. Honourable members, as we transact the important business before the House during the special sittings, I urge all of members of this august House to conduct themselves with patience and decorum. You will also agree with me that legislative business is largely about genuine debate and persuasion. At the end of it all, as indeed guided by the old parliamentary dictum in a democracy, the minority will have their say and the majority will always have their way. It is unacceptable for either side to apply unfair means to deny the other from fulfilling their part. In this regard, even though you may disagree with one another, or in the case of defeats or wins by any side to any vote or decision, it is important to keep in mind that we are all state officers and people's representatives who would conduct themselves with the highest standards and decorum. The House is accordingly guided, and I urge you, honourable members, since debate on the first business was concluded in second reading, and I want to confirm that I have participated in the consultation that resulted in the very limited contributions by movers of proposed amendments to merely explain the purpose and purport of their proposed amendments, have one or two members second or disagree, and then put the matter to vote on our members. I thank you, all of you, honourable members. Thank you.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, questions and statements.
What? There is a... Honourable Duale, you have a...
Honorable Speaker, I wish you quick recovery. Honorable Speaker, our last special sitting, and this is about a procedure I want you to rule on, we dealt with clause 7. And Chair, if you look at the Hansard, the Chair then said, because we had a number of amendments, me included, I was amending section 7C and E. So the Chair then said, we start with the amendment by the Honorable Alice Wahome, which was seeking a deletion. And that if the House agrees with the amendment by the Honorable Alice Wahome of Kandara, then automatically and procedurally, all our amendments will fall because she was deleting the whole clause. But the situation now is that the House disagreed with Honorable Alice Wahome in as far as her amendment, which was deleting clause 7. By the House disagreeing with Honorable Alice Wahome, it automatically means that now clause 7 is in the bill. Mr. Speaker, I expected, because I participated in the Committee of the Whole House for the last 14 years, I expected in that scenario, then those of us who had amendments to certain sections of clause 7 had an opportunity to execute our amendments. But to my shock, I'm seeing in the order paper, we are beginning with the clause 8. With the clause 8. So, Mr. Speaker, in that kind of a scenario, because I've said if Honorable Alice Wahome's amendment could have been carried by the House and clause 7 is deleted, then all of us who had amendments to sections within clause 7, we had no opportunity because the clause is not existing. But now we have a situation where clause 7, Alice Wahome's amendment has been rejected by the House, both in terms of her amendment and even in terms of the global question. So procedurally, Mr. Speaker, then an Honorable Omilele, I think, or Honorable Mariru said, he said that it's unanswered, that if Honorable Alice Wahome's amendment is carried, all the other amendments of other members will drop. Now the situation is Alice Wahome's amendment has been rejected by the House. So procedurally, I am here this morning as a member for Garissa Township to execute my amendment dealing with clause C and E. So, Mr. Speaker, and I spoke last night, when I saw it, I spoke to the staff of the clerk. So I need your guidance so that procedure, I think the order paper should have started with clause 7 and our amendment, and I think I'm not the only one. I look at the order paper. So, Mr. Speaker, I need your guidance on that. That's only basically on procedure.
I thought are we dealing with this preliminary issue? Honorable Kajuan. You have a problem in that. You have a problem in that I'm not able to.
And the right hand.
To extend the right hand as I should.
Mr. Speaker, sir, good morning. We are all excited to have you presiding over this session. Mr. Speaker, sir, Honorable Duale, member for Garissa Town, raises a pertinent issue and requests for your direction on the matter. But even as you think through to give directions on the matter, may I add that a few things happened on that day that are important to think through. The Hansard, when you retire and look at the Hansard, will show that it is true that Honorable Alice Wahome's amendment were negatived. And I'm speaking as the vice chair of the committee that was prosecuting those amendments. It was negatived. She was seeking the deletion, and ordinarily it would have worked. I have been in the panel, and so I know something about that. Ordinarily, then the other movers of the amendments would have then rose in their places to execute the amendments. But soon after Alice Wahome's amendments were dropped, we went to the global question. The Hansard will show you that very clear. We went to the global question, and it was put and acceded to by a majority. There was a division to it, as it were, in the bill, became what it is. It could be an infraction. It is true that it could be an infraction of the procedure, because one would have thought that Honorable Duale and other people who had amendments would have prosecuted the amendments. But the House proceeded in the manner in which we were constituted. As you know, it was a very interesting House that day. So whatever happened, the issue was that a global question was put. That question was acceded to, and there was a division to it, and the division was overwhelmingly by a vote carried. So I understand and I feel Honorable Duale where he finds himself, but the question that you'd want to put through is now how to clamp back and open a vote that the House has taken on an issue. Because as you know, Mr. Speaker, the House on a vote decides an issue. And yes, procedurally, one or two things are bound to happen or not happen. But once a House has taken a decision on something, especially when a division has been taken on an issue, you will want to think through how you want to clamp back on that. The second thing, and the last one, is that soon after, Honorable Murugara, I'm sure the Speaker will recognize your presence. But the second thing and the last one, immediately after that happened, a section of members decided to leave the chamber in the middle of a division, which so as far as 107 is concerned, it's actually a gross disorder. But anyway, they somehow managed to overwhelm the sergeants and opened the doors, opened the bar, and opened the doors and left the chamber. And after that, a lot of procedures were taken procedurally. The house the house in committee was reported to the the committee was reported to the house, and votes were taken. And it was not a vote by a section of people, it was a vote by the whole house. And there were dissensions, the nays and the ayes. So the question you want to reflect upon, Mr. Speaker, this morning, other than what Honorable Dwale has said, is how then would our Speaker be able to open back and clamp back on decisions which have been validly taken by the House, knowing that the decisions of the House are valid. The Constitution says that the decisions are valid notwithstanding infractions of procedure. And I think that must be in, I think, again, 108 or 107 of the Constitution of Kenya. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Mrugara.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable T.J. Kajwang may actually not have represented issues the way they were. Understanding Order number 30, the business of the House was to come to a close at midnight. Yes, it was to come to a close at midnight, Honorable Kibunya. It would not have been extended because it was gazetted up to that time. This is what happened. A few minutes to midnight, there was the issue of division as regards the question of the amendment by Honorable Alice. And the Speaker rightly read Standing Order number 30, Sub-Order 5. And they said the House cannot rise at the present moment because there is a division in progress. Therefore, the extension past midnight was purely to ensure that the division was concluded. After the division was concluded and the vote was read out, that was the end of the business of that particular day. If the House proceeded to do anything else outside that division, then it was outside the standing orders and it was not procedural. And therefore, the Honorable Dwale is right to say the issue of amendment by Honorable Alice was actually concluded through a division. After that, the House should have rose so that the rest of the amendments would be canvassed on the next sitting. If anything was not done that way, it is procedural, and Honorable Speaker, you have to revisit, think about it, and give us a proper direction. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable, let me hear Honorable Junet. He's been I'll hear a few of you. Well, fortunately, I was following from my house to bed. I know you rose 15 minutes to. I know the time the house rose. On that day, it was 1:45. Where I was, it was 1:45. So it's not that I wasn't following. I actually followed. As you are addressing me, just address me as somebody who was around, who was with you, but not on the chair. Honorable Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I totally agree with you that your presence was felt. Even your spirit was around. We could feel it in the chamber that you are watching. Having said, Mr. Speaker, the issue that has been raised by Honorable Dwale is a valid issue. But Mr. Speaker, as put well by Honorable Kajwang, Mr. Speaker, the issue was put to a vote. The amendment of Honorable Alice, and there was a division. And as Honorable Murungara said, the Speaker ruled that if there is a division, the House will continue past the time it was supposed to rise. But Mr. Speaker, when we finished that division, and the vote was counted and declared here, Mr. Speaker, there were no members to move the amendments. Honorable Duale had gone to bed by midnight. You know, he's a Muslim, he doesn't spend outside his house. I know him. He's a very loyal husband, I know him, Mr. Speaker. He left here, and no one is there to move his amendment. The other members who are here, no one is there. No, you cannot move somebody's amendment. Amendment belongs to the owner. So, Mr. Speaker, the Speaker had no other option, Honorable Soipan, but to put the global question now. Mr. Speaker, you can't wake up people from their homes to come and move the amendment. So, Mr. Speaker, the global question was put, and the question was carried, Mr. Speaker, by acclamation. Fortunately, the whole of that day, that was the only question that had no division, Mr. Speaker, because there were no members who asked for division. So, Mr. Speaker, in my view, you have ruled, only Sankok was, Mr. Speaker, you have ruled many times in this House. If a member is not available to move his or her amendment, the amendment stands dropped, Mr. Speaker. You have ruled it many times. So, Mr. Speaker, in my view, I think we have serious business ahead of us. We should not, we should limit our time. But, Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that I want to put to your attention. I know you are aware, you have been watching it, you know what has gone through. Mr. Speaker, it is an issue of members not being present to move the amendment. That's all, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Now, let me hear a lady, Honorable Wanga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the issue that has been raised by Honorable Duale now, he should have raised it on the night that we were here before the global question was put. You know, Honorable Speaker, to be honest, and you are following, when we finished on Honorable Alice's amendment, we went ahead, the chair went ahead to put the global question. Honorable Duale was here, all those other people were here, nobody rose in their place to say that the global question has been put, yet my own amendment has not been addressed. So, Honorable Speaker, for Honorable Duale to rise now, he is many, many hours late because the global question was put and executed. And in any case, as Honorable TJ said, the members that are rising in their place lost the right because they were grossly disorderly by opening the bar and leaving in the middle of a division. Honorable Speaker, that was grossly disorderly. And in fact, to come back and raise that issue when they actually left the House in the middle of a division against the standing orders is really out of place. So Honorable Duale and the other members who had amendments should have raised this issue before the global question was put. But now, after Honorable Alice's amendment was prosecuted and defeated, the chair went ahead to put the global question that clause 7 be part of the bill. They remained here, they voted here, they voted against it, and then they left in the middle of the division, and then they come back and say, we had amendments to clause 7. It is completely out of order, Honorable Speaker. And in any case, they should be found out of order for breaking the bar and leaving the House in the middle of a division. It is unacceptable, Honorable Speaker. I thank you.
Now, Honourable members, I told you, in fact, the point I wanted to address is the one that Honorable Wanga has addressed. After concluding the first division on the amendment proposed by the Honorable Alice Wahome, having been defeated, what then remained was for any other member, since now the clause was there, and the next thing that the chair would do would be to now put the global question for it to be part of the bill. So any member who desired further amendments to it was then at liberty at that point, not any other point, at the point to rise in their places and claim that now that the clause is still there, and I would have only have lost my right to move the amendment if it had been carried. Now that it had remained, then any other member who had amendments was at liberty to rise at that time. At that time, to rise in their places and claim that I want to move my amendment. That is, don't forget, honor members, even at the global question, I told you, please, on matters of fact, also, don't just say no because you think it is fashionable to say no. It is also on record that even at the global question, there were still some members who voted for. Yeah? And others who voted against. The ones who voted against the global question were 15. You can go and check your records. I told you I was following you. There were 15. So go and check the record. Just go and check what happened that day. And therefore, if you remained around after the first question had been determined, no, after the time wasn't over. The reason why on matters which are factual, please, let's not argue. I was watching because, and I was very happy that the chairperson actually drew your attention to the provisions of Standing Order 30, Clause 5. That in the middle of a division, and the Honorable Otiende, and that is the truth also. It is called a sitting. So when there's a division going on, you cannot raise the issue of time running out. And that's why the chairperson was perfectly right to rule that since we are in the middle of a division, we must continue until we finish. But that middle was the middle of the global question, division on the global question. Now, when you start saying no from your place, I mean, we'll get the Handshake. We'll get the Handshake and you'll be embarrassed. Please. There was the question by Alice Wahome was the division of that question was finalized before midnight, and therefore there was still some time. That's why the chairperson went on to put the global question, because there was still some time, about 25 or 26 minutes. And when some of you, in fact, the Honorable Sankok, is the Honorable Sankok who rose in his place and claimed that now we are almost going to midnight. And the chairperson ruled, we are in the middle of a division. Some of you seem to forget when you go for weekends. Don't get contaminated with what happens over weekends. The Honorable Sankok, you raised the issue of that we are almost close to midnight. Now, honor members, because now we must restore order in this house. Can I get the Handshake? And if it shows that it was a global question, the Honorable Sankok, you will be thrown out of this house for the balance of the day. You cannot be doing this. This is not the way business is transacted. Can you get the Handshake? It was, you cannot. No, I will not allow you to speak. I will not allow you to speak when you are trying to contradict the obvious. When you rose to raise the issue of time, Honour members, honour members, it was during voting the global question. Yes, it is the truth. The facts are there. It's being checked. It's being checked. So please don't just say it wasn't. Yet you know. So honour members, this is the direction. Honour members, Honourable Junet, order, members. Order, members. Order, members. Just take your seats. Take your seats. Honour members, I do not have to retreat to come to make a ruling on this. It's a very obvious matter, and I told you that I was following you. I was following the proceedings throughout. And in fact, the issue of the time was upmost on my mind at the time, and I was very happy because the chairperson ruled in the correct manner. Now, the question on the amendment proposed by the Honorable Alice Wahome proceeded to division, and this is the result of the division. After question was put, House divided, question was negatived by 145 votes to 126 votes. That is on the amendment proposed by the Honorable Alice Wahome. And therefore, procedurally, since as the Honorable Dwele rightly said, if that amendment had been carried, Honorable Dwele would have fallen by the wayside because there would have been no clause 7 to amend. Now, since it was negatived, it was then incumbent upon the Honorable Dwele and all others who had amendments to clause 7 to rise in their places and claim to move their proposed amendments. The record shows that none of them did that, and the global question was put. If you see it on your right, even equity does not help the indolent, because they proceeded to even ring the division bell for the global question. In fact, Honorable Duale, the record shows you to have been one of the members who was raised the issue of time. Yeah? So you are not raising the issue about whether you to move your amendment. But there was still time, there was still 20, if you look, we'll get the actual time. You know, you are at liberty, you are at liberty, honorable members, to rise in your place and say, before you put the global question, I also have my amendment. It appears that most of you got excited and got carried away with what was happening. You forgot that you had amendments. The record of the House shows, honorable members, the record of the House shows that the business relating to clause 7 was concluded. This is, I'm just reading what is the Hansard. And reported, in fact, where's the figures? At the very end. Even the figures. The figures are somewhere there. Honour members, exactly. This is a record. The nays 15, the ayes 142. The net result, clause 7 is part of the bill. The ayes had it. So clause 7 is part of the bill. Honour members, it will not be open to the speaker. It will not be open to the speaker at this point, honour members, for me to now many just if you have an amendment, just Honorable Sankok. Honorable Sankok, you know, since the House has already determined this, should you at some point, don't raise your hand up, Honorable Sankok, because I will not allow you to say anything on this. Because first of all, you are trying to deny the obvious. Now, if you feel that there is something that you need to do procedurally, at the close, you can apply for recometo. But the speaker cannot be the one now to resurrect any proposed amendments that were not moved. Because the speaker would be assuming a power that he doesn't have. So, Honorable Duale and other members who may have, because I don't know how many had also amendments, you will be at liberty to apply for recometo. Which application or request will be subjected to the usual parliamentary processes. Yeah? Because the House has to agree to the recometo or not agree. So the speaker cannot be the one used to now to reopen that bit. So you still have a right. You still have a right, Honorable Duale and the others who had amendments to clause 7 to apply for recometo. Because in any event, the decision to recommit will be by the same House, which will either carry the amendment or not carry it. And I think it's a better way, it's a safer way, it's a neater way, as opposed to getting the speaker now coming into the way to come and invalidate a vote that has already been taken. So, Honorable Duale, you are right, which you appear to have sat on or to have forgotten on that day. Is not lost entirely. It is not lost entirely because you still have the opportunity to apply for recometo. That will be procedurally the best way to go about it. So, honour members, let us now move away from the procedure, from the preliminary issues, and move to business.
Order number 8. committee of the whole house.
No. What are these points of orders, please? No.
Seconds, please resume your seats. Order, members. Order, order. Order, order, order. Order, members. Close it.
Clause 8.
Members, I propose a question which is a clause 8 to be part of the bill. We have a proposed amendment on clause 8 by the Honorable Duale. Order members, so that we do not say we did not know the import of the proposed amendment. Please give time to Honorable Duale to move his amendment. And Honorable Duale must be heard. Honorable Duale, please move your proposed amendment on clause 8.
And Chair, you must say that if my amendment is defeated, then Is there anybody who's deleting the whole clause? So I continue?
Honorable Chair, Honorable
Okay.
Duale, continue.
Okay, Madam Chair, I beg to move that clause 8 of the bill be amended by deleting paragraph B. Madam Chair, clause 8, paragraph B of this bill provides that in the case of a coalition political party, the coalition political parties shall submit the coalition agreement at least 6 months before a general election. Madam Chair, the gist and the reasoning behind that 8B is that this is intended to compel political parties to enter into coalition agreements and deposit with the registrar of political parties by February next year. By February my honest opinion and submission that this House and its committees should not, and I say should not, be used as a decoy in achieving selfish political interest, and use this House and its committees and legislation to sanitize the character of certain leaders and parties who are known for political deceit every time when they enter into political coalition with other parties and other leaders, that they are known for conmanship. And now for them to be accepted and for them to win the next general election, they want to tell the country that we are not the people you knew before. We don't want to practice politics of deceit. And we know that it is in their DNA. Madam Chair, legislation should not be used to sanitize the character and the personality of certain leaders who, when they formed CORD and NASA, they have used parties and leaders for conmanship, for deceitful. What will change? Their DNA will not change. Madam Chair, this should not be allowed. We should not allow people. We want people to go to the people of Kenya, form honest coalitions, and they should not be allowed, and I said it, to use this floor and the committees of this House to fix. Madam Chair, the member for Ruaraka.
Honorable Duale, don't listen to other members. Please prosecute your
Yes,
reports.
I'm about to finish. The member for Ruaraka, we are not in Uhuru Park where you saw in a certain character.
No. Honorable Duale, Honorable Duale.
Yes.
Honorable Duale, please let us be relevant.
I will be hard. I will be
Please be relevant so that we can make progress.
In conclusion, Madam Chair, Clause 8 is mischievous. Clause 8 is being used by dishonest leaders as a decoy to achieve political interests.
Very well.
And my Chair, my proposal to delete is based on that.
Very well.
And I ask the House to agree with me.
Very well. Very well. With that import, nothing is out of order. No. The honorable member, we have not proposed the question to be an asset of the House. Members, with that import of the proposed amendment from Honorable Duale, I move to propose the question, which is that clause 8B be part of the bill. Be amended as proposed. I put the question to members, which is that clause 8B okay, very well. Very well, members, just calm down. Honorable Sankok, resume your seats. Honorable Sankok, resume your seats. Members, I'm proposing the question. So that members can know what is the import of the debate. Yes, I propose a question for us to be in procedure, which is that clause 8B be amended as proposed by the Honorable Duale. Then I give let me start with the leader of majority. You have the priority to speak.
Honorable Chairperson.
Order, members.
Honorable Chairperson, let me start by wishing the members a Happy New Year. And I stand to oppose the amendment proposed by Honorable Duale, and for a very simple reason. In 8A, we are admitting and accepting the issue of coalition parties are here to stay, and nobody is objecting that. Apart from being a political party, there is a timeline that they must submit their coalition agreement within 3 months if it's a pre-election coalition, and within 21 days if it's a post-electoral coalition. Now, for a political party, which is different from the general coalition, we also need to have a timeline when that political coalition party agreement must also be submitted for the general information of the public, of the voters, of the members, so that everyone knows that this is what is contained within this coalition to avoid surprises coming out. And this is something that is consistent with what we must do with every coalition. So by deleting this provision in 8B, when as proposed by Honorable Duale, it means political parties will form a political party coalition, a coalition party, but without any responsibility to lodge that agreement with the registrar. So that agreement will only be in some office somewhere, and the public will never get to know. It's a very mischievous thing, and hence we must defeat it and allow the issue of the political parties in this era of transparency, which some people don't believe in. In this era of transparency, we must ensure that every agreement that's entered by a political party is officially lodged with the registrar of political parties so that every Kenyan can know what's in that agreement. So we must oppose any deletion to that provision.
All right. Let me get the member for Lungari, the Honorable Safula.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I rise to oppose the proposed amendment by Honorable Duale on the following grounds. The Register of Political Parties is an office that regulates political parties. A coalition will be part and parcel of those regulations. We have to follow the IBC timelines. That's why we had proposed that we put their timelines of 6 months. But because we don't have enough time to the next general election, I was at the committee of JLAC and proposed we reduce the timelines from 6 months to 3 months. Madam Speaker, IBC has already published timelines for the general election. So the regulation by the political parties must follow the timelines of IBC to avoid a conflict between these political parties Act and the IBC Act. Because we want a smooth and fair and free election. If the two acts conflict, then, Madam Speaker, we are opening up avenues avenues for petitions and avenues for chaos in this country. So, Madam Speaker, I oppose the deletion of that clause. We must regulate within the time frame of IBC. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Let me have the last one, or maybe the Honorable Kositani Caleb. And as the Speaker said, this is a house of voting. You'll take your vote on the matter. So, Honorable Kositani.
Madam Speaker, I was rising on a point of order because I can see me and I can see many members here are thirsty and we don't have water here, Madam Chair. Can the water be provided?
I'll give you direction on the water, but for the purpose of water, we have just, we saw. Yes, members, you are free to take water from anywhere, from the presence of the House. Let me have the member for Kikuyu, Honorable Ichungwa.
Honorable Chair, I rise to support the amendment by the Honorable Duale. And Honorable Chair, I'll be very quick, Honorable Chair. It is indeed true that what that particular amendment seeks to do in the bill is to create a timeline for submission of coalition party agreements. Honorable Chair, the basis of my support for Honorable Duale's amendment is one, we must not legislate to create timelines that will be a hindrance to the creation of political coalitions or coalitions of political parties. When we have that clause that is creating timelines, initially the bill had 126 months, Honorable Speaker, which I am happy the Leader of Majority also now recognizes that that timeline was impractical. Honorable Speaker, the Act as it is today allows political parties to form coalitions pre-elections and post-elections. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, when we now create a timeline that says that coalition political parties can only be created pre-elections, Honorable Speaker, we are creating a hindrance. And we want to put roadblocks for others in this country not to create political parties within certain timelines. And Honorable Speaker, I want to caution many of us who may be in support of this timelines, Honorable Speaker. This particular clause, Honorable
Very
Speaker,
well.
is designed, Honorable Speaker, if you allow me 1 minute.
Yes, yes.
Is designed to blackmail certain political players to get into coalitions within a specified timeline to fix politics, Honorable Speaker. But as a House, Honorable Speaker, this bill belongs to political parties. Nobody should create a timeline that is so constrained, Honorable Speaker, that within 6 months or 4 months, you must form a coalition. People must be allowed the liberty to form coalitions.
Junet, Honorable Junet, the member for Kadian has left his card.
Chair, you see, let us not mislead people. Chair, coalition-making laws are already in existence. If today we want to do a coalition, there is a law that guides on how we shall do coalition. What this bill is trying to do is to make it better. There will be many coalitions that will come. This is an amendment that we are going to oppose, Madam Speaker, and we are going to say no.
Members, allow now me put the question to clause 8B. Order, members, order, order, order. With the debate having risen from the members, with the import of the debate on the same clause by the Honorable Duale, members, let us take a vote on this, and I therefore move to put the question to clause 8B, which is that clause 8B be amended as proposed by Honorable Duale. All members, as many as are of this opinion, say aye. And as many as have a contrary opinion, say nay. Honorable members, do we have to stand when we are saying our nays or nays? Oh, yes. Let me clear, of course, let me clear, and for clarity, I want to put the question again. Honorable members on clause 8B. I put the question which is at clause. Members, order. It is for your own benefit. I put the question to clause 8B once more, which is at clause 8B, be amended as proposed by the Honorable Duale. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? And as many as of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Order members. I confirm that we have the members to call for a division. We have the numbers to call for a division. And this is to make a clarification for our numbers. So I call upon the division bell to be rung. I order the division bell to be rung for 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Well, we apologize for the technical hitch that has been experienced, but the House has now proceeded on a committee of the whole House, and what is actually going on the floor of the House at this moment is that the House has gone into division to take sides or vote on Clause 8B, which is part of the clauses that are being amended this morning. This one is by Honorable Aden Duale, where he proposed for the deletion of Clause 8B. Clause 8B is on the timelines, political parties coalition agreements timelines, whereby the bill proposed that it should be done within 6 months to elections. The JLAC committee proposed 4 months to elections. But again, there seems to be controversy on that particular clause, thereby forcing members to propose more amendments to it. This one is on the deletion of that particular Clause 8B. Some of those who are against the 8 months as well as the 4 months as proposed say that it can be done maybe within 60 days, that members or political parties have the leverage to be able to submit their agreements within a period of 60 days to elections. So the committee of the whole House is now voting on whether to adopt that particular amendment by Honorable Aden Duale or reject it.
Divisions are over, and I do order that the doors be locked and the bars drawn. The doors be locked and the bars be withdrawn. Very well. Honorable members, we are moving to the third step. Members, please resume your seats. Members, resume your seats. Order, members. Order, members. Order, members, please resume your seats and log out your cards. Log out. Members, Honorable Mbui, Honorable Duale, Honorable Mbui, Honorable Duale, Honorable Manzo, Honorable Ichungwa, please log out. Members logging out, I mean remove your cards from your units. Remove your cards from the units. And I confirm from the speaker's desks, I confirm, please remove your cards. Members, order, members. Log out by removing your cards from the units. The member for Tigania West, now you have logged out. Members logging out means you remove your cards from the units. We have to follow the procedures. The members who have cards, please, you are given enough time. Communication from the clerk by the speaker, even this morning. We have no point of order. There is no point of order. the member for Bugoma, you have not logged out. And when we go to the voting, your vote may not be recorded. Please log out your cards.
Are you able to tell who voted in with yeah, we can call them out by names. Wanataka wote.
All the members, a few members of the, please log out. And I give you 1 minute to log out. If you don't log out, I'll move to the next tape.
Madam Chair, I hope that people are not sending their cards here if they are not here.
Okay. All the members, please log in your cards. Honorable members, all of us, communications of the Clerk of the National Assembly, we were all given opportunity to configure our cards. Honorable members, you have 30 seconds to log in. 30 seconds to log in. Please, 30 seconds. I'm aware of cases of members who feel that some could have given the pins, some are carrying for others, but please log in. This will be established also from the members who have already put their attendance login. All the members. I order. Some are claiming that we are not working. All the members. Order. Okay, for your satisfaction, let me order the technical team. Let me order. I'll give you your time. But members, let us not use this house for house of debate or house of politics. I order the technical team to check on the cards and to ensure that all cards are so allow me to do 1 minute because the other clauses will move a bit faster. Just that 1 minute to ensure that with this clause 8B, that you've done the right thing and members will not rise on their feet to claim that their cards are not. Please, I order the technical team. And I take 1 minute, then I will start the.
Well, voting is underway on the floor of the House. The voting is on Clause 8B, which is a proposed amendment by Garissa Township Member of Parliament, Honorable Aden Duale. That Clause 8B, which touches on the timelines of political party coalitions, submission of the agreements.
Order members. We are doing our last, I think, is this the last year in this house? Most of us are very experienced. You people are very experienced, members experience this. Most of you are logging in your cards and you're also logging out or removing your cards. When we are voting electronically, please, you must follow the procedure. Otherwise, your vote may not be counted. Because when you log in and you log out, it is not going to be, recorded in our system. So please allow me, and we are not listening to any member. Please have your cards on step 2. Please, step 3, can you log out first? And now I'm going to be serious. I'll move on with the steps of the electronic. No. The members, you are saying your card is not working. No, it has been confirmed from the technical team. I have some few members who have not even logged out. And you know the procedures of the Honorable Mohamed Osman, you have not logged out. The Honorable Abel Malimo, you have not logged out. The Honorable Katana Kahindi from Kaloleni constituency, you have not logged out. The member from Dominated Keter Gideon, you have not logged out. The Honorable Joshua Kutuni. Yes, the Honorable Osman, you have logged out. No, Fafi, but we, yes. The member for Lysamis. The member for Lysamis. The member for Cheregani. Now the system has, yes. I confirm, members. This is, yes, I confirm, members. I confirm. I can hear some members shouting head counts, but if you have any information from anywhere that any member would have sent, because we have tried to confirm, please, you should just do that with the sergeant at arms immediately or the clerk immediately, not assuming. And it will be established and communicated. And the member would have worked. Okay, members, I confirm from the screen and from The member for Marsabit? The member for Marsabit? And all members, please resume your seat. The honorable member, can you resume your seat?
No, unless I am going to follow.
Please visit. The speaker ruled. Then members, now, I think we have ventilated enough and I've given you enough time. Any other clauses, I will not allow these members. I just want the members who are not familiar with the electronic voting or the members who want to just ventilate to come. So we move on to step 3. All members, I confirm from the technical team and from the screens that you've logged out. My communication screen from up there and the technical team, all the members have logged out. Now I direct that the members log in. And you have 60 seconds, that is 1 minute to log in.
Announce that they have 30 seconds. Okay.
Is it so? 1 minute is over? 1 minute is over. The 1 minute is over. Members, I put the question. I put the question, which is that clause 8B be amended and proposed by Honorable Duale. Please vote.
These things are not working. Now we are confirm ICT. They are not working. That's why they are confirmed.
Order members, order members, order members. With the interest of the members, order members, order. You don't need to come to the clerk's desk. We have clerks there. Order members, order members. Order members, order members, order. Some members are claiming that the cards are working, others are not working, others are using the chamber as a place of politics, others are just acting, and your constituent can also see you. Please let us have decorum in the house. Your constituents are watching you, the Kenyans are watching you. In fact, it will not add you more votes by some behaviors. So for members who are claiming, of course, having been communicated through the clerk of the National Assembly for the last 1 week that the House will do electronic voting. I even have some members who are claiming that their cards have not been configured. So for us to clear doubts, the doubts you can see on the screen, and because I am not going to announce the results for now, can I repeat the process? Again, we are also awaiting, before we go to that step, members, before we go to that step, we are waiting for the results from the technical. We are waiting for the results. We are awaiting for the results from up there. Order members, now because order members, I have confirmed that our system is working. I have confirmed our system is working. Order members. So I will announce the results.
There are members on this side who are declining to vote. Because I want you to repeat. If you want to repeat, vote the next.
Order members, order members. I will announce the results. Order members, order members. As I said, we will not use this house for politics. The results as displayed in the screen is the yes have 104 and the nays have 200. Order. I announce the results that the yes have 1 over votes, which is giving us 44.83%, and the nays have 128, giving us 55.17%. So total, the nays have it. Order members, order members. I have confirmed that the systems are working, and these are the systems on your screen. Members, let us have the next amendment on the same clause by the leader of majority. Members, we have given you time. We have also confirmed from the technical team that the cards and everything is working. Let us use this for polling. Yes. If the systems would not have been working, I would have repeated the question as I indicated. But the systems are working. Let us not use those for debates and for politics. The Honorable Leader of Majority, please move the amendment on the same clause.
Madam Speaker, you are very biased and don't prove to be the weakest in the she's been proving.
Order, members, Leader of Majority, please move. Please move. The systems are confirmed to be working. Leader of Majority. Order, Leader of Majority. I direct the bars to be drawn. The bars can now be drawn and the doors to be open. The doors to be open and the bars to be drawn. Honorable members.
I need protection.
Honorable members, your systems are working. If confirmed, if the system will not be working, we have confirmed.
But you know,
so some members don't use this floor, and I will not allow it. I will not allow it. You can go to the constituency.
I don't know. I don't know about the system. See, I don't know.
And that's why we had a communication from the Speaker.
It's nothing to do with me.
From the National Assembly Clerk.
No, kazi yangu.
That ensure your cards are working. Members, and again I need to comment this, that your cards, you can still configure your cards now. It's ongoing for the members who have not reconfigured. And this was those, and I read for you, those who have not done that, you should go to the Sergeant at Arms. And we have confirmed that our systems are working. We will not allow any other member to use this chamber, and you can confirm your results from the screens. Please get to the Sergeant at Arms in the event that you feel dissatisfied with your cards, because we must vote. The Leader of Majority, please, Leader of Majority, move your proposed amendment now that Honorable Duale's amendment has been negated.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 8B of the bill. Verify fast.
Please, can the Leader of Majority be protected to move his amendment? Sergeant at Arms, can the Leader of Majority be protected to move his amendments?
Why don't you verify the cards that are working and the ones that are not?
The Leader of Majority will move his amendments.
Please, take what you're doing.
The Leader of Majority to move his proposed amendment.
I beg to move that clause 8B.
And the members who are here to do your politics, please do it outside of the House. Leader of Majority to be protected to move his amendment. Order, members. Order.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 8B of the bill be amended in the proposed proviso by deleting the words 6 months and substituting thereof the words 120 days. And the import of this bill is to accord the timeline to also be synchronized with the nomination of members of parliament. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move.
Order.
Propose. Abu.
Members, having the leader of majority have been moved his proposed amendment. Leader of majority is on record having moved his amendment. I propose a question, which is that clause 8B be amended as proposed by the honorable leader of majority. Then I welcome the members who are speaking here. You can make your contribution. Let me have the members who are want to contribute to. Now we have no interest for a member speaking to this, and I move to put the question, which is that clause 8B be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. Members, as many as our visible say aye. And as many as have a contrary opinion say nay. This is very clear to me that the ayes have it. Very well, members, on clause 8B, order members, please resume your seat, and that's why you are concentrating on non-issues. You are concentrating on non-issues, and the serious members are taking a vote. Honorable members, having the Honorable Kimunya, that is the leader of majority, amendment been taken, then since we have other members who had proposed to speak to or to make amendments on the same, the members from Honorable Chairperson of Justice, Legal Affairs Committee, Honorable Joseph Limbo, the Honorable John Mutunga's amendment, the Honorable Kimanu Ichungwa's amendment, the Honorable David Ochieng's amendment, the Honorable Nelson Koech amendment, the Honorable Didmas Barasa amendment, the Honorable Nixon Coril proposed amendment, the Honorable Ndindi Nyoro proposed amendment, the Honorable Cecily Ibarire proposed amendment, the Honorable Dido Raso proposed amendment, the Honorable Dr. Chris Wambalwa amendment, proposed amendment, and the Honorable Katuri Murungi proposed amendments falls automatically as a procedure.
Further amendment. Tiambati, further amendment, Bwana, please. I have given you a copy. No, I've given him it is here. No. I have done a further amendment. Yes. I have already copied it here. What is it? Yeah. No.
Members, honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, I have amendment clause AC. Please, Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi on clause 8, move your amendments. You cannot not have a division on a procedure. Honorable Bunyasi Sakwa, please to move your amendment on new clause 80.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish to move my amendment on clause 8 that it be amended as in the order paper. Madam Speaker, I move. Huh? 1776.
Honorable Bunyasi, members, don't confuse yourselves. Please, if you receive your seat, you will listen to the import of the amendments and you will make your informed decision.
Huh?
Honorable Bunyasi, move your amendment on
why should I drop it?
Subclause AC.
I can't hear you, Majority Leader.
Move your amendment.
Yes. Madam Speaker, I've already moved the amendment.
Just withdraw it.
No.
Please, can you move your proposed amendment on clause 80, Honorable Bunyasi, to be on record?
Madam Speaker, I wish to move an amendment clause 8 as shown in the order paper, in which, please don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Chairman,
Honorable Bunyasi, carry on, you are on record. This is a house of answered. Your records will be, yes,
thank
it's a
you,
house
Madam
of
Speaker.
answered.
I move the amendment. The import of the amendment is that the coalition party shall field a presidential candidate.
Order, members.
And allow individual parties
members, for you be able to make a decision, you must listen. Otherwise, you'll be arguing and you'll get your results. Yes, Honorable Bunyasi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you for protecting me.
Bunyasi.
Junet is advising on something. It will be audible to the rest of the. Junet is advising
Madam Speaker, I need your protection. Huh? Well, no, why? No, let's debate the thing. Let's debate it. Yes. Yeah.
Honorable Bunyasi, it is your amendment.
No, I already moved just too much.
Let me have one of the other clerks also moving next to Honorable Bunyasi.
Madam Speaker, I have moved the amendment that that the coalition party shall field only a presidential candidate. And this is to give freedom to the parties, the constituent parties, to field candidates for the rest of the positions. Let's allow some open debate.
Order members, please resume your seats for procedure. Allow me propose the question. And members, you cannot ask for a division from the bar. You cannot ask for a division from this point. Please resume your seats. So, can I propose a question, which is that clause 8C be amended as proposed by Honorable Bunyasi. Then I give it the first one to the Leader of Majority. The Leader of Majority, because you are President.
Honorable Chair, I stand
Honour
to
members, you can now speak from your units.
By Honorable Bunyasi, a man I respect. But on this particular issue, you cannot deny a party the right by law.
Leader of Majority, you are supporting, you are not supporting?
I'm not supporting.
Or you are not supporting?
Because this is unconstitutional. It goes against Article 38. And you cannot deny a political party or define what a political party can do or cannot do. A political party is at liberty to nominate candidates at whatever level. And limiting it at this point would be the most unfortunate thing for this country. I beg to oppose, and I ask all our members to vehemently oppose this amendment.
Then let me have Honorable Ichungwa. Now you are, yes, you are sat on your seat. Yes. Now, very well. Honorable Ichungwa.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
All the members, please can you listen to Honorable Ichungwa?
Honorable Chair.
Some of us are making decisions from information they do not even know of the import of the proposed amendment. Please can we have Honorable Ichungwa being listened to? Yes, Ichungwa.
Honorable Chair, even as I express my support for the Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi's amendment, Honorable Chair, I want to beg that Chair, since we're in a process of voting, that you ensure that every vote counts. Honorable Chair, I was seated right next to the Honorable Nixon Korir. My vote was counted and the gadgets worked. The Honorable Nixon Korir's card did not work. The ICT officer, the head of ICT, the lady who was here from ICT department, did confirm it has not worked. The gentleman who is the head has further confirmed and now gone to reconfigure card number 131 and Gathoni Mushomba's card number 330. You can confirm, Honorable Chair, that it is the ICT officer that has gone to record to work. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I just want, Honorable Speaker, for the record, that you ascertain each and every vote in this chamber counts. And if, Honorable Speaker, if it is the numbers eventually that will count. But for those numbers to count, every card and every gadget must be configured to work. Honorable Speaker, back to the amendment by Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi.
Very well, thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I was saying back to the amendment by Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi, which I support. And I support that amendment, Honorable Speaker, because you are aware, as we speak, Honorable Speaker, IEBC has already received, approved, and certified nomination rules of political parties for all elective positions. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, what we'll be asking coalition political parties to do, unless, Honorable Speaker, we are contemplating that we will change the Elections Act and regulations, IBC's regulations regarding the nomination rules of political parties. It will not be practical, Honorable Speaker, now, other than for the presidential vote, Honorable Speaker, for coalition parties to be able to nominate candidates for their opposition. And on that basis, Honorable Speaker, I support the amendment by Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi.
Very well, thank you. Very well. Members, before order members have listened before I even propose a question. I don't need to consult. I've listened to the honorable member, Honorable Ichung'wah. And as I said before, as a matter of, in the event, and I even had to be on record, in the event that the systems were not working, I would have repeated, and I was ready to. But we confirmed from the systems, from the technical team, that the system were in order, and we proceeded. Now it's important. It is important for me to know this. And for members not to use this house for politics, which I will not allow. The members who are used to come to them. Honorable, listen. I'm replying to Honorable Ichung'wah. It is indeed on record. It is indeed on record that, yes, every member has a right to vote. It is indeed on record. And in record, that it has been printed, that the honorable member representing the people of Lang'ata, the Honorable Coril Nixon, the representative of the people of Lang'ata, has voted. So this one, and you are on I number 125. The Honorable Nixon Lang'ata, member for Lang'ata, Nixon Coril, the member, yes. In fact, it was the Honorable. So allow now me propose a question. Members, I see no interest to this. And I am Honorable Mbui, I can see your card. Honorable Mbui is not ready to contribute to this, and I am therefore moved to put the question. Order, members, order. Honorable Sankok, yes, I can see you. Honorable Sankok. Yes, just to speak to the subject matter. On clause 8. Yeah, I can hear members' mood, but let me hear Honorable Sankok. Then I put the...
Nyamazeni.
Honorable Sankok.
Thank you very much.
Just to the subject matter.
Yes, thank you very much.
On clause 8.
Chair, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to support Honorable Speaker, and please tell these professional hecklers, social distance. You are saying mask, social distance. No, Bana.
Honorable Sangok, please prosecute your point.
Yes, as I support Honorable Speaker, tell these ODM professional hecklers not to heckle me again, because I don't take it lightly. Honorable Speaker, I support
the amendment. Because, Honorable Speaker, what is chasing who, Honorable Speaker, in this particular area, Honorable Speaker? And already the list have been summoned and it have been taken to the political parties, Honorable Speaker. The nomination, Honorable Speaker. So I support Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair. And Honorable Chair, we had asked for division and you said that we are not ready for division, and we can ask for division standing anywhere in this House, Honorable Speaker. As far as we are in the chambers, when people raise to ask for division, they have resources to ask for division. And this one, we will take it to court that you denied us division. I'm telling you, Professor Clark, keep quiet, shut up.
Honorable Sankok, you cannot have a division on a matter of procedure because your division, as you claim, you're on when members' amendment procedures, there's no way I can give members when an amendment has been taken or negated. So I move to put the question. Honourable members, let us some decorum as I put the question, because every vote counts and every member in this house is very important. I move to put the question to clause 8C, which is that clause 8C members be amended as proposed by the Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi. Members will, as many as of that opinion, say aye. And as many of the contrary opinions say nay. It is very clear to the chair and everybody that the nays have it. Very well. Yes, I confirm now. This is how division is done, members. I confirm that we have the numbers for us to call for a division. And so I order the division bell to be rung for 5 minutes, members.
Well, members, they are preparing for another division. This one is on the proposed amendment on clause 8B, as proposed by Nambale, Member of Parliament, Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi, that a coalition party be allowed to field only candidates for election as president, but then allow individual parties to field candidates for the rest of the positions. This is an amendment proposed by Nambale, Member of Parliament, Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi, that seeks to have coalition political party to field candidates for election as president, but then allow individual parties to field candidates for the rest of the position. This division comes just a few minutes after the amendment by Garissa Township, Honorable Aden Duale, on the deletion of clause 8B that touches on the timelines for the submission of coalition political party agreements, which according to the bill was proposing 6 months. Honorable Aden Duale was proposing that that particular clause 8B be deleted in totality. But then Majority Leader Honorable Amos Kimunya also had amendments to this particular clause and proposed that the duration be reduced to 4 months. That means political party coalition agreements will now be submitted to the Registrar of Political Parties 4 months to elections. This is contrary to the previous proposal by the bill that was suggesting 6 months to the elections, which actually saw a heated debate at the National Assembly, with members saying that the timeline is too much, there's a lot of time, and that in case of any disagreements in that coalition, then members or political party members may not be able to leave that coalition because it has pegged them at around 6 months to the general election. According to Duale, that particular clause is being used as a decoy by individual political or other politicians to achieve their political interest. So there has been a lot of debate around that, with those who are for the timeline saying that it is indeed required that coalitions agreements be submitted much earlier so that there can be transparency, so that members or even electorates can understand what exactly this particular coalition has for the supporters or even for the political members in that political party. JLAC had proposed 3 months. It also has an amendment on that particular clause proposing 3 months. But then that of the majority leader, Amos Kimunya, has just been voted for, with those who are in agreement to it taking the lead of about 128 votes, and those who are against it taking 104 votes. In total, votes cast on that particular clause was 232. So currently on the floor of the House is preparations for the voting. The voting is on the proposal for Clause 8C to be amended. This is a proposal by Nambale Member of Parliament, Honorable Sakwa Bunyasi, that a coalition political party should only field candidates for election as president, but then allow individual political parties to field candidates for the rest of the position. Earlier on, we saw there was a bit of an altercation when Honorable Amos Kimunya was going to move his amendment. Of course, after the voting on the proposal by Honorable Aden Duale, that flopped. So when Honorable Amos Kimunya was going to move amendments on that particular clause, that is 8 clause.
Let me have the doors locked and the bars drawn. And members, please, members resume your seats. Otherwise, if you don't follow the procedure on time, you will have no delegates or your vote will not be counted because you're not following the procedure. The doors to be locked and the bars to be drawn. And no member will be allowed in or out of the chamber. Members, please log out your cards. And logging out for the members who want to know more, you need to remove from the units. Remove your cards from the units. Yes. Please, can the doors be locked? Even the behind doors, can they be locked? I confirm that we have no card that is on this. Yes, but it is not. It has not been given the pin. There is no card indicating. But he has not put his pin. It is not indicated yet. Yes, very well. Oh, the Honorable Gideon, you see what is happening, Honorable Gideon. Just log out, and logging out means remove your cards. Which Gideon am I talking about? Then now, yes, don't assume it's you. So, honorable members, I confirm that all cards are logged out. Members, can you log in your login, and that is logging in. Register yourself by logging in, members, for 60 seconds, within 60 seconds. And do not remove your cards. Members, I put the question, which is that clause? Members, honorable members, logging in is, I don't know, do I define it or do I put? Honorable members, allow me, the speaker is too good today, the chair. Allow you to log in again, so that at least you're so sure. Please, members, so for every member to be so sure, log out first of all, log out. And logging out, I mean remove your cards from the units. With the members having logged out, honorable members, yes, just a minute, I'll listen to you. Log out. If it takes a whole minute to remove your card, fine to log out. We need every member to be heard. Log out. Members, ensure that all cards have been. A minute, Honorable Dwale. Okay, the city officer. I'm so ordered, I wait for a minute. Yes, I think the system is working. The system is working. And I will be giving you
Tell them to give us the sheet that has the pins. Tell us to give us the sheet that has the pin. Pale. Ile sheet iko na pin numbers of members. Some have forgotten. The sheet that has pin numbers of members.
Let's go to Merete, pick a certain sheet and give you. ICT people are there. In white.
all the members, every vote counts. And every member has a vote. Members, are you ready? We start the process. I wait. Thank you. Let me listen to a few members. Yes. There is one member who is absenting. She has, maybe she's trying to remember her PIN. Order, order, honorable members. Honorable members, the Honorable Jambo, member for Bunyula. Logouts. The Honorable member for Murua Dikiri. The Honorable Kipkolion East. Limo, he has logged out. All the members. Member for Funyula, you're just logging out and just log. Very well, members.
Are we ready to log out?
Yes. Okay, members. Members, I confirm we have all logged out. And if you are not logged out, log out. Log out.
David Gikaria card is inside.
Honorable David Gikaria. And this is how we are losing it. Log out. Log out. Log out.
So next. Yes.
The clerks, please consult with Honorable Sankok if there is any mention. Order. Log out. The next step, honorable members, log in.
60 seconds.
And I give you 60 seconds. Log in, members.
Simply there's something for members. 60 seconds. Don't vote.
Don't vote, you are voting, you are 60 seconds. I'll put the question after 60 seconds.
Now, 21 seconds. 21 seconds.
Members, we have 21 seconds.
Can they vote? Can they vote?
Yeah, put a question.
Members, I put a question for voting, which is that clause 8C be amended as proposed by the Honorable Sakwa. Vote now. Honorable members, the results of our voting is also displayed in our screens. That the yeas have 111, the nays have 132. Honorable members, we have 0 abstentions. And the result are that the nays have it. Honourable members, with that we move to Honourable Ochieng David amendment. The Honourable David Ochieng amendment.
Madam Chair, thank you so much. Madam Chair, thank you so much. Madam Chair, may I have your attention, Madam Chair? Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, having read the bill afresh and having looked at the intention of the bill again, Madam Chair, I wish to drop the amendment that I proposed, Article 8. Thank you.
Order members. Order members. The Honorable David Ochieng has withdrawn his amendment. Honorable David Ochieng has withdrawn his amendment. And the doors. Njoroge anasema turudie. Order members, order members. Order members. Members, we had a whole week to confirm, and the communication from the clerk
Open the doors first.
is that your cards, you're supposed even to be visiting the IT. So can I order that the doors be opened and the bar Honorable members, allow me put the global question. Resume your seats, otherwise you will always have your cards not either captured once or twice. Honorable members, I put the question. Order members, I put the question, which is that clause 8. Honorable members, I give you 1 minute to resume your seats because honorable members, resume your seats. All right, very well. All right, very well. Honorable members, I now put the global question, which is that clause 8C. Honorable members, I put the question, which is that clause 8, as amended, be part of the bill. As many as our office will say aye. And as many as have gone to say nay. The ayes have it. Members, I confirm they have the division. I confirm we have the numbers for division members, and I call the division bell to be rung for 5 minutes.
kwanza tutoke. Tuondokee kwanza hapa speaker hapo kwanza.
Order members, order members. Order members. 5 minutes are over and the technical team is okay. Order members. Members, can you log out? Members, before now I order. Members are coming in. I order that doors are locked and the bar is drawn. I order the doors are locked and the bar is drawn. Sergeant at times I order that the doors are locked and the bar is drawn. We rang. I ordered. Step 3, members, please log out. I am just in the procedure. Members, please log out. Honorable members, please log out. Some members are making a lot of noise and you must understand the procedure. Log out. Logging out, members, please remove your cards. We are on the closets. Please log.
How? Yeah, but it is ready. How now? There are some members who are not voting.
All the members, can we have all members? Let me have no member here now. Honorable, log out. Log out. Log out. Some members log out. Some members have not logged out, and that's why members you lose it. And members, when you log out, don't log in before instructions. Members, log out.
You know, they're just sitting out with these things.
No, all members must log out. No. Members, log out. Honorable members, log out. And logging out means please remove your card from the units. Members log out. Honorable members, please log out. Honorable members, log out. Members, please log out. Honorable members, please log out. And if you are for the members who are not logging out, the system will not capture or recognize you because it's a process. Yeah, and that's how the members are losing, and some are not logging, others are logging. I'm taking you through the steps, members. In the next 30 seconds, please log out. Okay, having ordered and given enough time for members to log out, honorable members, can you log in? I give you 60 seconds to log in. And when you log in, please don't vote before I direct, and don't log out before I direct. Please don't remove your card. This is a mistake, members, we are doing. If you don't follow the procedure, we will find ourselves just... All right, members, with that, I put the question, which is that clause 8 as amended be part of the bill. Vote now. Vote now, members. Very well, members. As displayed in our screen, and the screen that all of you can see, the nays are 53, which of course is a most result of not logging out some members. The absentia 0. And the ayes have 153. Now, members, the ayes have it. Honourable members, can we have the doors open? Very well. With that, can we have the mover to move reporting because of the interest of time?
Honourable Chairperson.
The mover to move reporting.
Honourable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Political Parties Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 56 of 2021, up to clause 8, and its approval thereof with amendments, and seek leave to sit again. Honourable members, as you will notice, it is now 1:10, which might be an appropriate time to break for lunch so that we can come back at 2:30 and a time to end this formal session at this point. And also to allow more time for cooling of tempers and breathing in and breathing out. And person, I beg to move.
Honourable members, I put the question for reporting, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Political Parties Amendment Bill, National Bill number 56 of 2021, up to clause 8, and its approval thereof with amendments. Members, and seek leave to sit again. As many as of this of you say aye. And as many as of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Honourable members, Madam Speaker.
Chambati. Huh? Chairperson. The chair. Chair. Honorable Chair. Report.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Political Parties Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 56 of 2021, up to clause 8, and approved the same with amendments, and sought leave to sit again.
The mover. Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the same report. I also request the Honorable Junet to second the motion for agreement with the report of the committee of the whole House.
Madam Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I go on to propose a question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I go on to put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Order. Order, members. Honorable members, the time being 1:13 p.m., this House stands adjourned until today, Wednesday, 5th January 2022 at 2:30 p.m.